Like a lot of filmmakers, I was drawn to the unexplained as a source of inspiration. But the more I've explored real-life paranormal encounters, the more I've had to question everything I thought I knew. I now know that there is something out there, and we can engage with it. Myself and fellow filmmaker Andy are inviting you to tag along on our journey so that you can see for yourselves. We'll be travelling across the UK, seeking out genuine paranormal investigations.
Round the corner.
Monster.
From real-life teams.
Serious question. Is anyone the other side of this door?
Hell-bent on finding answers.
8, 7.
Did you just hear that knocking?
Jeez, this looks creepy as hell down here. In our first 3 episodes, we'll be spending the night in businesses with ghosted residents where the paranormal isn't just a selling point, it's a daily reality. Welcome to the Supernatural UK. Accident. Tonight we'll be heading to a theatre with the accountant and the kickboxer. They'll be the ones in the limelight of a small market town in South Wales, Monmouth.
Hey Craig.
Hey me, how you doing?
I'm
you
good,
alright?
thanks. How are
yeah,
you?
lovely to see you, yeah.
Lovely
Nice
to
to
see you
you. Here we are in Monmouth.
I know.
Tonight's investigation is going to be at the Savoy Theatre, one of the oldest theatres in Wales. In terms of paranormal, there's reports of a ghost called Fred that haunts the theatre.
Okay.
And there's the top corridor to where there's a lady seen from the stalls, and even reports of a serial killer.
So I was doing a little bit of research on this particular land here, and there's some really gruesome history relating to this land. There were 2 priests that actually got into a quarrel here and splattered blood all across the inside of the church. There was also a gentleman in the Middle Ages that was seeking sanctuary here, who come to a church and get protection from the outside world, use it as a place to stay, and he came seeking sanctuary, wasn't given it, and was dragged out of here and bludgeoned to death. And then also in the mid-1800s, there were bodies actually coming out of the ground in this churchyard because there were too many, and the churchyard levelling wasn't exact, and there was decaying flesh that could be smelt through the village, which was pretty awful. This land dates back to the 1st century as well. There was a Roman fort known to be here, as well as a castle and an inn.
And yeah, a lot of that energy's got soaked into the landscape.
Yeah, so you do question, is that relating to the land, or is it, and then is it sort of going out into the Savoy because that was part of the land here? Shall we head over there?
Yeah, let's go.
Great. Started to rain now.
Yes.
Getting this show on the road, our investigators enter stage left.
Wow, look at this place.
Yeah, amazing. Stepping back in time.
Yeah, it's got that real old feel to it.
It's interesting, in other locations you get modern extensions to buildings, and apparitions or spirits reported in the old parts of the building then seem to be reported in the new part of the building. So that would imply that they aren't necessarily part of the fabric of the building, but could it be part of the land maybe?
So Craig's brilliant to work with because he's a very calm energy to be around. He's great because not a lot phases him.
It's the aircon unit.
When something does happen, you know that it's something that's genuinely happening, which is brilliant to pick up on.
Alone at the front of an empty house, Craig instantly hears an unidentified metallic noise.
I heard the noise, then I saw the curtains move initially, so I went up, went behind the curtains, all the lights were off back there, and then I heard a noise in the corner, nobody there. I went out the back of the room, checked all the dressing rooms, and out the back there's no one out there. I think the curtains are moving because of the wind. I've investigated theatres before, and what's interesting with theatres, the problem is the acoustics. If you go on stage and you say something, it sounds like it's coming from a different part of the room. Where you think the sound is isn't necessarily where the sound originated from. So that's something you have to bear in mind.
As they tread the backstage boards, Storm Éowyn closes in around Monmouth, wreaking further havoc on the acoustics.
How are we supposed to pinpoint it then if when we're sat in the middle of the theatre, it sounds like it's here, but when we're stood here, it sounds like it's out there?
That's the challenge.
It's wooden ceiling, isn't it, up there? Is that what I can see?
Yeah, it looks like wood.
The sound returns.
Doesn't it sound? Yeah, it sounds like it's.
Yeah,
it's,
when I was there earlier, it sounded like it was coming from the sort of right-hand side of the hall as you look out.
But while we were sat in the middle, it sounded like it was coming from behind here.
Yeah, this is the problem with the theatre.
It actually sounds further away now that we're stood here.
Yeah, I know, it's weird.
Admitting defeat, the pair realise they need to take a few moments to decipher what sounds are normal before they can investigate anything paranormal.
Yeah, I think we need to try and determine what that could be.
Yeah, that's pretty freaky.
Because it's getting louder as well. Earlier it was just a few little sounds of like metal dragging, and now it's like rumbling noises.
Together they investigate the top corridor where the lady has been seen wandering.
I wonder if this is the corridor where they said there's been apparitions or movement down here. Top corridor.
It definitely feels a little bit
Yeah, this has got to be
eerie.
it, I think.
Feels like kind of one of those corridors where if you were locking up the place the night by yourself, you'd want to get out of here quite quickly.
Yeah.
It would be really cool to like sit in here in the dark in one of these boxes. Like maybe you could sit in one and I could sit in another.
Yeah.
And see what we pick up on or what we hear or if anything comes through.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll do that.
Out on the dress circle, the grinding metal noises reach new heights.
Oh, I hear that then? That sounded like it was right above us. Yeah.
You can hear the vent.
Yeah. Can't hear that rumbling noise anymore though.
No, that's the bearings on the vent, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
The squeaking noise.
But that rumbling we were hearing when we sat down there, I haven't heard that for a while.
No. If that's part of the same ducting system, maybe that's why that squeaking sounds like it's sounding in weird locations.
This app can provide interesting supporting data when used alongside other ghost hunting tools. It taps into your phone's built-in sensors, measuring electromagnetic fields, movement, orientation and even sound anomalies. It also features a word bank, said to let spirits communicate using its voice. Tonight, the app will be especially vocal. One thing it doesn't do, predictive speech. So listen carefully to the words and their timing.
So we'd like to communicate with you. We'd like you to give us a sign that you're here with us tonight. If that's you making the noise, if you could continue making the noise, confirming that you're here with us tonight. And likewise, you're welcome to communicate through the radio on the stage.
What was that?
Married. Wonder if you could tell us your name. We'd like you to come and share your story with us.
That was an odd noise.
Tell us your name. I'm Craig, this is Amy.
Hi, my name's Amy. We'd love to speak to you this evening. If there's anybody here that can hear my voice.
Really weird noise.
If that's you that's making those noises. That's odd, that's not a noise we've heard yet this evening, that tapping.
Maybe you could tell us something about the apparent serial killer associated with this location?
That was like right on cue when you said that as well. What does it sound like where you're stood?
Sounds like on towards the roof, I think.
Yeah, it sounded like it was above us then. But a lot more forceful now?
Yeah, I think the wind's picking up maybe.
Amy and Craig regroup in the front stalls and continue calling out.
Unfortunate.
Can you tell us what you think is unfortunate?
You are funny. Accident.
Is there someone here that relates to having had an accident here? The lady maybe that Craig mentioned earlier that fell? Are you here with us?
How did you get here?
By car.
We'd love to know how you came here. They sound like voices.
It almost sounds like people whispering, doesn't it?
Does it, like,
But I think it's water.
like very faintly. I had to do a double take and realise that everyone that's here is here. Corinne's on her own down there.
My camera just moved.
Did it?
I thought I kicked it, but my foot's nowhere near it, I didn't move. Despite being securely mounted on its tripod, my camera inexplicably jolts on its own. And then another bump, as the Ghost app announces,
Thor.
we had that word before.
Yeah. What word is that?
Thor.
It is Thor.
Yeah.
Tripods do not move, they do not jolt forward, that's twice now. But then a third.
Well, considering there's a massive storm outside, maybe the God of Thunder is like nearby.
Yeah.
As Storm Éowyn intensifies, we're beginning to wonder if tonight we're the ones in the spotlight.
So we've moved up to the boxes in the stalls. So if you'd like to walk down the corridor outside the stalls, maybe turn one of the lights on. I felt that someone was interested in relating to the word serial killer earlier. If that's the case, could you give us a sign?
Is anybody that can hear us hear Craig's voice or my voice? We'd really love to hear from you or talk to you. Love to have some company if there's anybody that would like to come sit with me.
Absolutely not.
That was quite loud.
Or maybe you could touch one of us. Full our clothing.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling a bit goose pimply.
It's unknown.
Like all the hairs on my body are standing up. Is there anybody in here with me right now?
Yeah.
I thought I heard yes then.
Anybody here with us? Give us a sign.
My chair just moved slightly. Like it felt like something hit one of the legs and I felt the vibration up through the chair. If you just tapped my chair or somebody tapped my chair, I'd really appreciate if you could do that again a little bit harder for me.
I'd like to maybe chat to the lady, if there was a lady here that lost her life in a fall.
Accident.
Oh, did you hear that?
What was it?
It said accident.
Accident.
Straight away after you said a fall,
Yeah.
it clearly said accident.
As the team set up for an Estes method experiment, something seems to be watching and second guessing us. Now remember what I said earlier about the Ghost app and the predictive speech?
So there is some
a man who was here for many years that died here as a tenant of the Blue Inn. Amy's got the name. He was 72 when he died.
2. As Karen tells me that the man was 72 when he died, the app completes his age with impeccable timing.
Amy's got the name. He was 72 when he died.
But that could be just coincidence and good timing, right? Amy sits down in seat 4D, a seat where there have been several sightings of a female apparition, but it wasn't reserved.
Move over.
Move over.
As Andy takes a GoPro up to Craig in the box, an ominous message. Even stranger, the electronic voice is only picked up on Craig's personal microphone at the exact moment the GoPro's image distorts.
That's freaky. Are you up there with Craig?
Down there.
As Andy comes down for the cable,
Bring it to me. Can you see me?
We can't see you, no.
the Estes method is spirit communication with a twist. One person is blindfolded wearing noise-cancelling headphones and listening to a spirit box spinning through radio stations. They can't hear the questions, just the radio static and voices. Whatever they say out loud, that's where it gets interesting. If it lines up with the questions, maybe something is trying to talk back.
Is there anybody up there with Craig who'd like to give us their name? Is the lady that had an accident here? If you are, we'd love to hear from you. You can use Craig to talk to us.
Okay.
Do you think you can tell us what happened?
Ocean.
Was it something to do with the ocean, was it?
Pretty sure.
Can you give me some more information?
I'm stuck.
Why are you stuck? Is there something holding
Nothing.
you here?
Accident.
Again.
There.
Is that the lady who had an accident here?
I'm not sure.
If there's anybody else here who'd like to come through and give us their name or talk to us, we'd really appreciate it.
Background. Thor.
Is that Thor? There's plenty of energy around us for you to use this evening.
My camera begins a slow tilt forward by itself.
You okay?
No.
The tripod moved again and I've just got goosebumps all through me. The camera bumps are really starting to freak me out now. It was like someone was knocking the front leg of the tripod, and when it started to tilt forward, it wasn't like the pan head tilting, it felt more like the leg had been left unlocked and it was just sliding forwards. This time it felt like something was really in my space and I just didn't like it at all. Hairs up, full works.
Are you affecting John right now? Are you stood with him in the tripod? Is it you that keeps moving the tripod?
Yeah. Succeed.
Can you give us a name? Anybody that can hear my voice, it would be lovely to know your name. Are you being a bit playful and you don't want to give your name?
Olva. With you.
Move a chair.
Unbeknown to Amy,
Tap me
Craig
on
has
the
taken off his
shoulder.
headphones.
Pretty intense.
Craig hears something in the corridor.
Even move the tripod again.
He steps out to investigate, following the sounds.
We know that there's a story relating to a serial killer here.
instantly notices a missing window pane. The pane was clearly in position prior to the Estes method and can only have been blown out during the Estes session. But before Craig can explain what's just happened, he's upstaged by the ghost app once more.
It just, I
Missing.
just realised there's like a pane of glass missing from a window up there. I heard some noise. It's odd, I didn't notice the pane of glass missing
Camera.
before. And it's almost like the roller blind has come up, so we noticed the pane of glass missing.
We're beginning to wonder if we're being played here.
Missing. Camera.
So the vanishing pane of glass is either just storm damage coincidence, a response to Amy's calling out, or resident ghosts playing tricks on them.
Ah.
Yeah. Strange.
For the curtain call, Amy and Craig have set up some motion sensors and an EMF reader in the stalls.
We've got some lights that you could light up in the aisles. Or if you could maybe come and sit in one of the seats near us.
Is there a Fred here tonight? We've heard about you. So Fred, if you're here, would you like to walk down the aisle?
What year is it?
The year right now is 2025. Can you tell us what year you come from?
You are annoying. Why are you here?
Make the lights come on the aisle, we'll stop talking to you.
Feeling like the residents are chewing the scenery, the team make their final request for names.
Anybody involved in the bloodshed around the church?
Julia.
If your name was Julia, can you tap twice for yes and once for no? If you want us to leave, give us a sign.
A biblical storm, creating an eerie atmosphere, vibrating chair legs, moving cameras and lots of very playful second guessing.
Missing.
Craig had an incident where he figured out there was a pane missing upstairs from one of the windows, and the app came out with missing as Craig was telling the story though.
And then when we're in the building, when we said the word serial killer, it's like almost a storm kind of reached an apex outside and things were shaking. So yeah, quite strange.
Because there seemed to be moments where if we stopped the camera or stopped recording, something would come out on the app or something would be said or something would happen, as if like they know and they're waiting for it.
Absolutely not.
There was a lot of conversation about a lady who'd apparently fallen upstairs. So when we referred to that, accident came about 3-4 times, I think.
Accident.
Oh, did you hear that?
As for the overly chatty ghost app,
I get that sense a lot of the time, a lot of places I go though, that there's always something that's maybe having a little bit of a joke.
Yeah, and almost like a sense of humour with some of the responses, really.
Ah.
but the million-dollar question, do our investigators concur that the Savoy Theatre is truly haunted?
Definitely feels like there's something here.
There's definitely something in the top corridor, and it would be really interesting to investigate a little bit more.